Baka, the unifier, the man with unequaled experience, understands that our strength and power lies in being one people, one country, so that we can achieve one future. As one, we can get it done.
Live.
It's stunning today.
I know, right? The weather.
Yeah, the weather is it's drizzling. It's been drizzling a lot of late, but at the same time, it's a bit better than it was last week.
Definitely.
So, talking about the polity, we have Shettima at the NBA. There's been a lot of uproar all over social media talking about how and what the events that occurred during the NBA. And you had like the Shettima challenge coming out, guys.
Yes, due to what he put on, he wore like a jacket, yeah,
A coat.
and then with his trouser, and then with boots, with
Sneakers on a suit, and it looked real funny that a lot of people took to social media. I had likes of Charlie Boy and Kayambu apparently joining in, and it was like a very wild trend which we featured last week.
Yeah.
But right now, he has come out to say, "Oh, I did that on purpose. I've been a banker for a very, very long time." In his statement, in the video he made,
He was trained by a world-class banker.
yeah, he was trained by a world-class banker. And I mean, what are your thoughts on that?
Well, I feel you're supposed to dress based on occasion, right? So that dressing was a little bit, I don't know, somehow for the occasion. I think that was why the whole trend and everything. But in the video, he states that he was told that the crowd at the NBA is very hostile. That it's going to be a very hostile environment, and that was why he dressed. He came ready for the hostility. Do you understand? So that was just it.
I mean, as much as that explanation sounds a bit wishy-washy, but
I mean, we just have to take whatever explanation.
That's nobody knows what goes on in another person's head.
Honestly.
If that is explanation, I guess we should take it. But there's something a lot of people glossed over, which is the fact, one of the statements he made, which has also generated a bit of controversy on social media, where he goes ahead to say that he will handle the security while the presidential aspirant Bola Tinubu will handle the economy. And it's by law, it's the commander-in-chief who handles the security, not the vice. And the vice is the one who handles the economic team. So ascribing powers of the general commander of the Federal Republic to yourself as a vice presidential aspirant, is it overreaching?
I think it's actually, but I mean, it's politics for you, right? I don't know. That's just, people say a lot of things, but do they do them, or do they have the capacity to do it?
For you to say you handle the security, it means you have the security apparatus under your control. To have the security apparatus under your control, you have to be the commander of the armed forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So, yeah, so if you're not the commander of the armed forces, how do you intend to beef up security?
We're told anything, we wear pampers, but thank God for people like you that have to come up with such realistic approaches, because the question is actually very realistic, because how do you intend to do this?
Because you are going beyond the context of our laws. You're ascribing powers that are not due to a vice presidential candidate or a vice president. The vice president, by law, is the one in charge of the federal economic team, the economy. So to say you are now going to tackle security, that's where you say someone is overreaching. That's the true sense of overreaching. But I mean, we are just in campaigns. It's
campaign time. Like, we are told anything.
Yeah, it beggars the idea that at this stage you should consider whatever someone says, because you're like a president where you say, "Oh, Buhari will handle the security and Osibanjo will handle the economy." By this stage, we should all consider what is said during campaign periods.
Yes, definitely, guys. Honestly, we need to start figuring out like what is really realistic. We can't just believe everything that is being said to us.
Still on a very heated topic. You have British Airways coming out. People, they were the unconfirmed report where people say, oh, British Airways is suspending Naira payments and all that.
Yes. Okay, this is actually due to the fact that Nigeria, our government has placed a limit on our dollar transactions. So, this airline came out to say that they are going to stop ticket sales. It's only on the
yeah, you can only purchase online, but it begs for a lot of questions, because the National Association of Nigerian Travel Agencies, the president Susan Akbore, has come out to say we no longer being serviced. So it's
yeah, according to reports, we're actually indebted.
They would stop operations in Nigeria, but they've come out to say, oh, that's not true, that's not factual.
Yeah, but as of yesterday, I came across a report that the CBN governor released a report that about $260 million has already gone, to settle some of these outstanding debts to these foreign airlines.
But the way we barely have any, even Emirates had raised the issue. We barely have any forex to. Is it that we don't have the forex to trade?
It's very sad, honestly. Like a very beautiful, big,
boisterous
country like this.
We have so much potential, so many untapped resources.
To be honest, this is bare minimum. We shouldn't be begging for transportation. This is, you understand.
Because of the limit on the card, you cannot purchase with a Naira card, because there are limits on the card, and most of these flight tickets are way above those minimum price.
Much more above it. Like
most flights,
like
most flights to probably you're traveling to
out of the country.
Even from Abuja to Lagos, from ABU to Lagos, flights are now costing up to 140,000, 150,000 naira. And these were flights like 8 months ago. They were like 37, 38,000. Even if you book ahead, there's a time Ibom Air was offering 25,000 from ABU to Lagos. By this stage, using airplanes as a mode of transportation is now a luxury.
It's a luxury.
It's now a luxury because 150. If you're paying 150K, that's like a lot of people's monthly salary.
Definitely. And then somebody said that the plane is still cheaper, because if you say let's travel by road, it's around 50 to 100 million, depending on.
Yeah, if you want to travel by road, it's like 50 to 100 million, depending on the kidnapper you meet on the road. If you see a well-to-do kidnapper, yeah, they can consider you.
It's really sad, guys, that we can't.
It's really sad.
Rely on our mode of transportations anymore. Like, it's just sad.
It's really sad.
Say let you enter the plane, you don't have the money. Okay, let you go by road, you still don't have the money, because
you don't have the money. You get kidnapped. What will happen?
That's it.
What will happen? Like it's
very sad though. This country, they carry me go where I don't know again.
God, God, I beg you. So on that person that actually needs God's intervention, with his pictures, in quotes, pictures all over the internet, is Benson, Daniel Benson, known as his Benson now, obviously, formerly known as Buju.
Yeah.
So his girlfriend.
This guy has been trending a lot too.
Buju has been all over. From being called Fatty Bom Bom on Friday by Ruga, now you have him and his girlfriend. Yes,
his Swedish girlfriend, alleged girlfriend, actually, leaked some of his explicit
pictures, and she has come out to say, oh, Buju, that Buju got her pregnant and abandoned her and the pregnancy, so she took this course of action. But many social media users have come out to say this is a case of revenge porn.
Yes, it is, and it's a very serious crime.
It's a very serious crime when you release people's explicit images without their consent.
Definitely. She goes ahead to tell the manager. She messaged the manager on WhatsApp, and then there are pictures. She sends the pictures to him, and it's like, I'm going to post this on Instagram. And then the manager's like, we'll talk about this. Hold on, we'll talk about this also. and then I don't know what would have gone wrong, or maybe they didn't come to a mutual understanding, and then she releases these photos.
So yeah, his Swedish girlfriend Filma Jones actually posted videos and pictures of Buju in very compromising situations. And
this is going to take so much intervention for these pictures and videos to get off the internet.
There has people like Victorini has come out to like say, okay, Buju, we are friends and all that, and people are saying like, this is why Rema says when you are entering the lyrics of the song that you get one girl from the phone, that you drop the phone before you enter and all that, so you nobody to avoid the blogs and all that. Rema has come out and say something like that.
How do you want to tell anybody that you're not the one in the video, because like he's clearly the one.
He's clearly the one. He's clearly the one. From altercation with the police to altercation with Ruga, now your pictures all over social media. It's been a very trying time for Daniel Benson, Buju.
Very trying time.
But he's still winning. His Bad Since 97 EP still retaining the #1 position on the Nigerian Apple Music album chart. That's a big one for him.
He's still doing well, and probably with this particular, new
no publicity.
trend,
Yeah, they say
hopefully it's even
no publicity.
closer.
Bad publicity is
It's
still
still
publicity.
helping.
I mean,
honestly, there's no bad publicity at the end of the day.
in the heat of all this, he came out to tweet about his song. He tweeted about his song Modupe.
Like nothing is going on.
Modupe he sang with Olamide. He came out to tweet about it, like, you guys, okay, go and stream my song and all that. Well, some people are saying these are all fabricated to push his work, especially with the altercation with Ruga, where they said, oh, behind the scenes, these people are friends, they do talk, but he is like the entertainment industry.
It's just like the whole Whiskey and Davido thing. Like people are just I think it's the fans. Like the fans actually.
The fans are the ones that ship all these arguments.
Because most of these people are actually friends. Most of them are guys. They are okay. They don't have issues. But then you will stay and then you'll be like Whiskey or Davido, Whiskey or Davido, Ronaldo or Messi. All those kind of things. You understand? I don't know. I think maybe it's just part of the fun. Maybe it's not even anything serious. But some people they carry for head.
Because at this stage, they carry it on their head now.
Yeah.
It's a very popular thing on social media where you see stan culture is a very, very big thing now. Apparently, you have Whiskey the FC, you have 30BG obviously, and you have the Rivers, Rema, you have Omale, you have this Oxlade and his army, you have the Babs, but at this stage, it's the fight for this generation, this new generation of artists, Omale, Buju, Ruga, Oxlade, Benson, and all that. You have the stan culture among their fans. It's quite, it's now a gra level.
I like it actually.
It pours them on to make better music, better content, because they receive smoke for even the slightest of things.
Yeah.
So if they're under this pressure to deliver,
I mean, listen, when that other trend of Buju, where they were saying that Twitter users came out to say that he does not have any solo hits.
They called Buju feature man. That Buju is feature man, and Buju took a little bit personal.
And then when he responded so many times to Ruga, somebody said
that Buju is replying 7 times, and Buga just posted once, calling him Fatty Bom Bom.
Honestly, that one must have really entered him.
It must have really entered him.
Dropping a lot of replies.
At this stage, we'll go for a very brief commercial break. We'll be right back, guys.
The importance of one Nigeria cannot be overemphasized. Atiku Abubakar, the unifier, the man with unequaled experience, understands that our strength and power lies in being one people, one country, so that we can achieve one future. As one, we can get it done.
Welcome back, guys. So, on social media, Twitter to be precise, we had a tweet coming out where someone is ascribing the Oshodi Bridge development to the presidential candidate of the APC, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and somebody else says, oh, this is not true.
Yes. That terminal at Lagos at Oshodi, very beautiful beautiful terminal. And according to reports, this terminal was launched on the 4th of April, 2019. It is the biggest in West Africa. So beautiful.
Someone like the handle Jamil Julius Adibayo at official JJAM comes out to say, Oshodi, before and after Tinubu, go and verify with the hashtags BAT23, Tinubu 23, Shettima 2023. Then under user Otumba, man like ICK also came out and say, Ambode builder bus terminal in Oshodi and not Tinubu. Same Ambode, he removed as governor. So this is where it gets interesting. You do ascribe what someone else has done to that person, and it's not like saying, yes, in political parlance, you won't say Ambode, Tinubu removed Ambode as governor, but there's the sentiment and the feelings that he was the one that made him not to run again for governor.
True, definitely it is.
So this is really interesting because the pictures, the terminal looks very, very magnificent, and it's being peddled heavily that, oh, this is the work of Tinubu. But at this stage, that story has been debunked several times over and over again. So this election season, we are bound to witness several unconfirmed stories, unconfirmed reports.
Honestly speaking,
propaganda everywhere without verification.
It's campaign time. I have to say that campaign time has to be the most interesting time. Like, it's so interesting because everybody comes up with different, everybody's talking about, I've done this, I've done it. Even unconfirmed, even confirmed, like, everybody will say anything.
That's why it's always good to not just listen to what someone has to say. You fact check, you check for the president. Talk not the full basket. That's the honest truth. Talk not the full basket. What are the plans? What are the policies? What is this person planning on implementing?
But to be honest, again, I still feel this year, this
election season,
people have wisened up. People are now smarter. People realize the fact that they can't no longer just be hearing these things. They need to get some of actions, more that they know that speaks and does these things, not just saying it.
This is the year for elections. So do not peddle unconfirmed reports over and over again. They will be debunked in no time.
Honestly.
Now, there's a video we have of where they say woman, she was cutting the fish like Pringles. Like Pringles.
Honestly speaking, like if you are the one that served the fish, what will you do?
That fish, I won't even like, I'd rather not eat fish than eat it at all.
It was still raw. Imagine when it's cooked, because food, like,
it shrinks.
Like, okay, like now they will not just boil it themselves, they'll have to fry it, right?
They'll boil it, they'll fry it, and it looks, the way they were dicing it, I just felt anybody, unless they were going to mash it up for something, anybody going ahead to eat it like that is probably not going to enjoy or savor the full taste of the fish.
Honestly.
It's like when you want to eat shortbread, you beg them, oh, cut small for me. Yeah. That's exactly how they are cutting the fish. Honestly. If it's a buka restaurant, economy and all that.
Because this, food wasn't such a big deal. Remember, guys,
sardine.
We are growing up.
Sardino.
When you go to birthday parties or all these things, and then you collect rice, and then there'll be 2 dried meat. There's always 2 pieces of meat inside. Now
it's just it's not about meat. All you get now are buns and small chops.
Do you understand? Even that
and the small chop does not even come with chicken again.
It's just sad.
Please do better. People need to do better. Like, if you want to, the economy is so bad. But
I think we should. It's not even the people this time around, because I think even you and everybody has been affected one way or another by this.
Meat is very expensive. Economy. People barely can afford meat. Meat is now a luxury.
Meat that was buying 1,200 for a kilo now is 2,500. No, imagine, how can you keep up with such? If I'm throwing a birthday party, I need to even get the number of the person that's cutting that fish, because if I'm just doing my birthday now, that's how they're going to slice it.
I need, like, that fish. You see the way they dice the fish. I was wondering, is it for a bar?
That man.
Is it for what? Like, what exactly is the fish for? Am I going to chew the fish or swallow it? It's conceptualizing how because it's so tiny that I wonder how you'll be able to chew it. And
I'm telling you that it's going to be crunchy. You think I'm joking?
it just
Once it's fried,
it will be crunchy, but it's not like it's gone.
it's gone. Like guys, like that thing is supposed to just be a snack. When you're done with your food, just hold it. When you're done with your food, put dry pepper on top, or you put on top maybe ketchup, and then you just put it in your mouth and chew it, just like how you chew Pringles. But imagine just eating one Pringle. That's boring. So next time, let's try to bring like 3 or 4 slices. So at least when you know you're eating the 3 or 4, you're eating a serving of snacks.
Well, hopefully the economy gets better and we can no longer cut our fish like Pringles.
Honestly.
But moving on, we have the story of a sad story actually. The National Union of Road Transport Workers in Lagos, one of the top men, Suleiman Onolapo, is dead.
It's just very sad. Like reports have it that this happened on the 28th, just yesterday, 28th, and then it happened in a clash among 2 rival cults. That's the Aye cult and the other one. And
this alleged, because the police haven't like finished their investigations and all that, but is this the state we have in Lagos at the moment?
It's really sad that he had to lose his life.
Because he literally was bashed or macheted in broad daylight with people in vehicles videoing on.
Come on.
And it was a very, very sad sight because this happened in broad daylight. Broad daylight. It wasn't hidden. It wasn't under the cover of darkness. It was in broad daylight. Now, if you are not, how are we safe to move about in doing our activities?
If people no longer fear the authorities, in aspect of, committing these kind of crimes in open daylight, like broad daylight where you can be identified and tracked down. If people don't even fear such anymore, where are we heading to? It's getting serious, honestly speaking.
Well, my condolences to his family. I do hope they are able to bear the suffering at this time of loss. Now, moving on to police yet again.
Like, this is like the 3rd time we are bringing up police issue. No, the 2nd time, actually, police extortion issue.
So, apparently, the police and the medical doctor.
Yes, the medical doctor, Dr. Henry, on Twitter, he took to Twitter to talk about his experience with the police. So Henry was in transit from Edo State to Onitsha. And when he got to Delta State, he got stopped by the police, or at least he thought they were the police here. And then he got stopped, and then they asked him to open up his luggages so they can check what is inside, which is normal police.
And he did tweet about it. Yeah. He did tweet about because
it's a normal thing for police to want to check you, right? It's their job. Yeah, they're doing their job.
Because he says in his tweet, I've never had the cause to talk so bitterly against Nigerian police, but for today, I'm a medical doctor traveling from Edo State to Onitsha. I was stopped by this group of Nigerian police, got my baggage searched, and they saw some medicines I'm currently on. Now it goes ahead to say, I was the one who innocently opened up the drug pocket to them. Police immediately tagged my medicines as controlled drugs and requested I paid 100,000 naira to bail myself. I tried calling my consultant and our resident doctors association, but had my phone seized. He says we were in the middle of nowhere. They brought our handcuffs and brought the threats game on. The head of the gang in quotes, said nobody was coming to save me from here. These guys finally made away with my money, 50,000 naira cash. And this is like, they've certainly said this that at this stage, what is going on?
It's just really sad because he even went on to say that the police, even when he was trying to reach out to like his friend on the phone to tell them that, see, I got stopped and I'm being harassed. He got told that.
It's still the Nigerian police, but we'll have to go for a short commercial break. We'll be right back, guys.
We'll be back.
They pay people pension. He's with the youth. He know they seek attention, carry us along and show us the direction. We need a leader that can manage the economy so that Nigeria itself will begin to make more money. This na person will go give us peace and harmony. Get your PVC, this one will be small warning. Him fit stop all the shooting, kakakaka, boyaka. Our youth need jobs, they need money to do data. I'm feeling you, Magneto, this na true matter. Now who they talk about? Atiku Abubakar.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is your captain speaking. Welcome aboard Flight 2023 AtikuLive 2023. I have my co-pilot here with me, Dr. Ifeanyi Okowa, keeping track on all navigation systems. Our destination is a united Nigeria. Right now, we're cruising at 22 feet above sea level. Before we arrive at our destination, let me give you a brief update on what to expect at our destination. Number 1. The temperature is going to be hot on security issues. 2. The people are going to be better educated, and the educational system and healthcare will be accessible to every citizen. 3. The economy is going to be thriving and booming. And of course, there'll be true federalism. This and many more to be expected for a united and prosperous Nigeria. So sit back and relax, and before you know it, if we all join hands together, we shall arrive at the new united Nigeria we all dream of soon enough. My name is Atiku Abubakar. As one, we can get it done.
You know, here most of the differences is either north-south or Muslim-Christian. These are the divisions. These divisions are deep. You see, even in the smallest family unit, you need unity to have stability, peace and progress of that family. Now, translate that into a bigger and more complex country like Nigeria. And therefore, unity is number one.
Atiku knows about diversity. His inner circle reflects the face of Nigeria.
And when you see the crowd around him, the mixture is amazing. There's hardly any ethnic group that's not present around him.
And for you to be admired by the various segments of the citizens of this country, the secret that he has to touch.
The type of leader that Nigeria needs is somebody who will unite the people together. I believe strongly that Atiku Abubakar is that type of leader. So he has so many friends everywhere, among the Christians, among the Muslims, and also outside Nigeria.
People find it safe to rely on him, to rely on what he's saying and what he's doing.
Ability to chart the course and steer the ship.
He understands the problem of this country. He understands the heartbeat of Nigerians.
So I see hope in his leadership.
This man can be trusted. I have no hesitation at all in endorsing him as candidate for president for Nigeria in 2000.
On a very, very exciting Big Brother eviction night.
Excitement in your face.
So one of our fake housemates is gone. Modella is gone. She was not like evicted. She just left. This Ebuka said, if you're a fake housemate, please do stand up and pack your things. Earlier in the diary session, each of the 4 fake housemates, Deji, Modella, Chizzy, and Rachel, they had already told each of them what to do. Modella was the only one that was told to stand up. Like Biggie told every other housemate, if they say fake housemate, do not stand up, do not show any indication that you are a fake housemate. And a lot of social media users come out and say, Modella was the one that was not doing her job as a fake housemate well. She was not instigating anything. She was just there. So I guess that was have been the reason Biggie said, oh, you're not doing your job. Please do go back home. And you had the other housemate, especially Amaka. Amaka was visibly shaking. That her body was palpitating. She was very afraid. Am I going to go home? But it was not. There was no eviction. So today's nomination. Who do you think will be nominated?
I honestly don't know. I don't have any.
Well,
let's watch and
like
see.
last week, my guess is Cheesy, Chichi, and probably AtikuLive are doing. They will be the one getting most of the smoke, but we'll give you the tidbits tomorrow. So at this stage, we have to wrap up.
We have to call it a day.
This is where we come to a close for today's episode on Social Trends live here on your AtikuLive.
All right, guys.
I still remain Uche and
your lovely host, Sarah.
See you guys same time tomorrow. Ciao.
Bye.
Bye.